Hey, I'm Henry, and if you haven't noticed, today we're keeping the microphone at a maintained distance and keeping it in sync with the mouth so as to avoid issues with the speaking. Hope you enjoy that. So today, if you couldn't tell from the title of the video, the thumbnail of the video, even anything to do with the video, I mean, first off, you're obviously blind. How are you using a computer? And second off, we're talking about camping. Now, I am currently in the past. By the time you see this, it will be the present, although it will only be the present for that present time until I'm once again in the past. But currently, I'm speaking about my future self, who will be camping. So now past me is going to talk about camping because future me is going to be camping, and because past me is talking about camping, this is obviously a pre-recorded video. Oh boy. Yes. Currently, future me is out camping, so past me has to make a video quick so that future me doesn't have to worry about it while he's camping. Hence, past me has work to do whilst future me doesn't. Camping is something I really enjoy, and I think I know why. Any of y'all watch Bruce Do? He's a YouTuber. He's quite humorous. He animates some stories from his past, so yes, technically speaking, he is a storytime animator. But fun fact, he's PG-13. Yeah, that's right. He says all the swear words. Heck, frick, shoot, fiddlesticks, dick. It's wild. But he'd made a video about camping. And it's this video that has a quote in it that I really, resonate with. What it is that camping as a kid is fun because you can do whatever the hell you want. Which I think is a very true sentiment. Oh, William, you went out, made an axe out of wood with a knife, and cut off 3 of your 4 fingers? How silly of you, Billiam. And you can get away with that. Why? You're camping. You're out in the wilderness, the great unknown. You might see a moose, a bear, camels, depending on where you are camping and which proximity you are to a desert. I've camped in a few places, primarily Yellowstone, which is in Wyoming. And you know what's there? A whole lot of woodlands, which I quite enjoy. You get in your tent, you camp out during the night. During the day, you do whatever you want. You get sticks, you whittle weapons, you fight your siblings, you kill on accident. All that fun stuff. On accident. I have a few stories to tell about camping. Primarily because I think they are quite humorous, funny, one might say. So let's just dive into that head first into the shallow end of a pool, breaking our spines. Speaking of swimming, that's our first story. So I was at Yellowstone, and where we camp in Yellowstone, there's a river that leads right into a waterfall. What a great place to swim. And it was me, my mother was there, and so was my sister, and so was our dog at the time. It was a long time ago. I don't remember exactly how old I am, but it was young. In any case, we were swimming in this river that went into a waterfall, and my mom had the brilliant idea of laying on our backs like starfish, spread out like that, and just letting the current take us away, and then getting up and running right back so we didn't go off the cliff. Well, guess who missed the part about getting up? So it was like the end of the day. It was starting to get dark. My mom was like, hey, come on, kids, let's go back. And everyone was like, oh, wait, let's just do it one more time. My sister goes, does it, comes back, is ready to go. I do it. And I can't get up. I simply cannot. 'Tis too slippery upon the earth. And so I start going straight into a waterfall. Luckily, through numerous attempts to get me out of the water, my mother was able to save me from going, well, off a waterfall. What a fun story to open up with. Second story happened at a possibly more well-known camping ground. No, it's a little smaller. It's called Yosemite. Now, I haven't camped at Yosemite just with me and my family and stuff. No, I went with a school trip. And I remember it very vividly because, well, it's 5th grade. You and your friends are going to the great outdoors for a whole week on your own. No parents, just the teachers. And the teachers are barely there because it's 5th grade. There's only 2 5th grade classes at your school, 2 5th grade teachers. The rest of the people are chaperones from like the colleges and parents and stuff. So no one cares. It's grand. I was lucky enough to be in this cabin among the other 2 people with my best friend who, because he might not want his name to be said, I don't know. We'll just call him Tall Guy because he was tall. And I was lucky enough that of the 4 people in there, I at least knew the other 2 guys, and I was definitely best friends with the other guy. So I was lucky in that regard. But things derailed quickly. We were actually going off to eat one time. And, there's this little, parking lot almost, because it is still a national park with many other people there who are actually camping and stuff like that. So there was a parking lot. But in this parking lot, there were a bunch of trees. Now, here's a fun story. There was a bear in one. Yeah, there was a bear cub in one of these trees, and everyone was obviously looking at it. It was a bear cub. A bear in a tree. Everyone wants to look at a bear in a tree. You're a 5th grader. You have never seen something cooler or bigger than a dog, probably. It's a bear in a tree. You're going to look at the bear in a tree. So obviously everyone was crowding all around trying to get a good look at the bear in a tree. I unfortunately did not have my little Kodak camera thing, those travel cameras with 24 pictures on them. Yeah, I didn't bring that with me for the bear in a tree. Damn it. Then there was, of course, the village we built out back. Yes, dissatisfied with our cabins, obviously. There was a great big foresty backing behind us, and there was a little bit of a clearing. So you know what me and the boys did? Well, the boys made a town. We made a town. Yes, the majority of the male population of the 5th grade class that year made a town behind the cabins. I remember I chose a big, there was this big thing of brush somewhere, and it was huge, but it was hollow on the inside. And there was a gap that I just made bigger so I could fit through. It was really prickly. So you know what we did? We covered it in dirt so that there was some protection and a layer between. We found sticks. People made tools. We made mining facilities. It was whack. Then, of course, there were these 2 kids in particular that started it. Again, I won't name names. We'll call them Mike and Ike. That's the first thing I thought of, the candy. Mike and Ike, they would ding-dong ditch. How fun. Now, obviously, when 2 people begin ding-dong ditching, soon another joins, and another, and another, and another. Eventually, a lot of people were ding-dong ditching, and all the chaperones got so annoyed with it. Oh, it was just so fun. So yeah, those are some fun camping stories. And, future me's camping right about now. And I wish him the best of luck. Don't get eaten by a bear. Don't forget bug spray. See ya.